guys, it's Brandon.
And this is Sabrina, and welcome to the Someone Called BS podcast, where we discuss navigating marriage, entrepreneurship, and owning our own businesses while also trying to do this thing called life together. Thanks for joining us here and listening to our literal BS.
Oh, you're gonna need to edit that out.
Ugh, come on.
Or trick two. Did their trick two make it run a lot better, but for the cheaper?
Seriously, don't say it like that.
Let's get it.
We're back.
We're back.
How was your day?
Not bad.
Yeah. Good.
What about yours?
Not bad. I haven't felt good today, though. I hope I'm not getting sick.
Well, we shouldn't be getting sick with the amount of vitamins you're making us take.
I know. I ordered some Mary Ruth's vitamins.
Horrible.
Well, so they sell the pill form of the vitamins, but I like the liquid form because your body absorbs it better.
Yeah,
So,
obviously.
yeah. So I bought men's multivitamin. Brandon's beating our dogs.
Will you get out of here?
Go on.
He's trying to get us ball.
They're menaces. I'm sorry.
I literally said we should lock them up, and she was like, no, they're really not that bad.
Well, they've been locked up
They're flipping the whole table over.
for a while, so I was trying to give them freedom. But yeah, I ordered Mary Ruth's vitamins because we were doing the 75 hard. So I was like, oh, well, we need to start taking our vitamins. And so I'm just going to make that part of our routine since we have so many things to do now. So I ordered the men's multivitamin, the liposomal one. It's like liquid form, so it's better for absorption. And then I ordered a women's one with like hair growth added in. I think it just has like a bunch of like different hair vitamins, like
Probably THC.
probably biotin, but either or, that's fine. And then I got a mega dose on top of the vitamins. I got a mega dose liquid form of vitamin C and a mega dose liquid form of zinc. And so we're taking those every day.
I have never known such a weird freak to be so like excited about vitamins. They showed up and she was like, "Oh, my vitamins are here."
I get excited about things. I get fixated on stuff. Like I think it's like my ADHD or whatever it is, but maybe it's just my personality. But I will go hardcore researching. So for like a week, because I wanted to order the Mary Ruth's vitamins at the end of December, but for like a week after, I kept researching different vitamins and what were the best vitamins to order, what were the highest quality, how does your body absorb the vitamins. Like I go hardcore. I put 100% effort into everything that I research.
That's true.
It doesn't mean that I'm going to stick with it. I have every intention of sticking to things, but usually I'll get really excited about something and do it for a minute and then it falls off.
Well, hopefully it falls off soon because this shit is awful.
Tonight,
Tastes bad.
If you're watching, this is not a cocktail. I am drinking pineapple juice because I also heard that has a shit ton of vitamin C. So I did my research, bought some from Trader Joe's. Has a bunch of vitamin C in it. And it tastes good. I like it better than orange juice, honestly. And I put a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar because you know what else I researched?
What?
Well, on our 75 hard, so part of our diet is like not snacking after dinner. I can't have my hot chocolates after dinner anymore. So in order to curb cravings, what I've read is like something you guys probably have heard about all of this and I'm probably explaining it wrong, but something about your blood sugar and also vitamins, having the right vitamins in your system and not being like, what is the word I'm looking for?
Malnourished?
Well, yeah, I guess. kind of, that wasn't really the word I was looking for, but
nutrient deficient.
Yes, having a deficiency in any vitamins can like increase cravings for foods, but also like your blood sugar being out of whack, all this other stuff. And anyway, I watched a TikTok video that said that apple cider vinegar, if you drink some before dinner, then it will reduce like cravings after. And it was,
yeah, how could it not? I don't know if y'all have ever, smelled apple cider vinegar or tasted it. It's fucking disgusting. It would definitely reduce cravings because it scalds your tongue.
There's a whole science behind it, and the lady that was doing the TikTok was like an actual doctor. I'm just explaining it very broadly because I can't remember exactly what it was, but she said it works. So I am testing that theory. I mixed a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar into my pineapple juice. I'm going to drink it while we podcast. Then we're going to have dinner after. And hopefully I won't have any cravings. I don't know if it's something you have to like build up in your system. Probably. I don't know. Anyway.
Well, what we use apple cider vinegar for in the automotive world is we put it in a 5-gallon bucket and you can put rusted parts in there and let it soak for 24 hours and it will eat rust. No, thank you.
Yeah, try it.
No.
Try it for our listeners.
No.
It's not that bad.
It is. I've had it.
It tastes actually with the pineapple juice because the pineapple juice is so sweet. It's like just tangy.
Nope. It's disgusting.
Anyway. Well, how has the 75 hard been for you? We are on...
Well, technically, I'm not on the 75 hard, so let's get that straight, Jack.
Well, I am.
Because I don't want people thinking like, oh, who's on 75 hard? I'm not. I have a glorious liquor cabinet, and whenever I go out to eat, if I want cocktails, I'm getting cocktails. Because I'm a man, and that's what I do.
Okay.
So I'm on the 75 soft. I'll do everything else except for that.
Well, the 75 soft, technically, you only have to work out like once a day.
Well, I'm doing everything on the 75 hard minus if I want a cocktail like once or twice a week, because that's about how many times I drink a week, then I can have that.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's more like...
I think it's a thing for like, mental, like, oh, can you do it mentally? Which I totally can. It's not that I can. It's just...
Yeah. You just don't want to.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
Like, I would just not do the challenge. And I'm trying to be supportive. Sabrina's wanted to do this 75 hard.
I did it last year.
Like, yeah, but you struggled with it quite a bit. I feel like.
Well, yeah, because
since I'm doing it, it's easier.
Yeah, because it's waking up at 5 a.m. to work out when your spouse is sleeping or whatever is like very hard to do. So it is easy. It has been easier with you for sure because we're getting up at the same time.
I make life easy for you because I take care of you.
Well, I take care of you too, don't I?
Yeah, no, you do.
I've packed all your lunches.
Yeah, no, she did.
I've put a lot of effort into that. I had to rush home Sunday, pack lunches, pack snacks. What else did I have to do? I don't remember. Oh, make your little breakfasts.
Yeah, little breakfast quiches.
Mm-hmm. So
yeah, those have been good.
I can cook sometimes.
Yeah, those little breakfast things have been good. I eat the shit out of those.
Yeah. So it's been going. I will say sometimes that working out twice a day is probably the hardest part for me, other than, well, really like not having hot chocolate has been fine. And not having coffees has been fine for me. Although
no.
I'm wondering, so I don't really drink that much coffee, so I don't think that this is it, but I've had a headache for the past 2 days that will not go away. But even when I was drinking coffee, I would drink like a few sips of it. I never
because
finished.
It's not for the caffeine, it's the sugar you're not having. because that's what it was for me. That has been the hardest part. I don't give a fuck about anything else. I can wake up at 5. I can do the workouts. I can read the book. Matter of fact, I've worked out in excess of 45 minutes because I do the sauna and read my book in the sauna. And then I listen to classical music in there too. And I leave my body and my spirit hovers above my body and I look at myself and I become...
Wow. Jesus?
No, not Jesus, but it's an out-of-body experience.
Is it?
Yeah.
Every time?
Yeah, pretty much.
Wow. Those endorphins are flowing in there.
Yeah, I elevate to a next level.
I will say he like blares. So I always know when he's finished in the sauna because he will blare classical music coming from my office, which is where the sauna is. It's like we have like an indoor sauna, and
it's infrared.
Yeah.
Or no, EMF, whatever.
What? I don't know.
Infrared.
Infrared. Yeah, I'm pretty positive.
Some shit like that. It gets hot. It gets a lot hotter than I thought it would.
Yeah. But yeah, he'll blare, and it has like speakers built into it. So I know when he's done because he blares the classical music. And then like it takes like a minute for him to come out. And then he comes out and it's like he just was reborn. It's like Christ being reborn.
Yeah.
That's how dramatic and like crazy it is when you come out of there.
Yeah.
All the animals get scared.
Pretty much, yeah.
The cats go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, I guess that's good for you. I was concerned that you're doing it every day. I don't know if you should.
They say it's good for your blood pressure.
Yeah, but I think like you should do it like 3 to 4 times a week, not like every day.
Nah.
Yeah, whatever you want to do, as long as you're fine.
Yeah, no. The hardest part's been not having the shed every day, or sometimes twice a day. That's really jammed my Glock badly, so to speak.
Well, you get it twice a week.
I get to choose twice a week when I get to have it as part of my diet that's laid out. So
when do you think you'll have the first one this week? Are you saving them for the weekends?
Maybe Friday, Saturday. Just depends. Depends on how my weekend goes. Maybe Saturday, Sunday. That's what I did last week.
Yeah. I'm not having any coffees out at all. I changed mine a little bit. I'm going to have, instead of coffees out twice a week, I'm going to get my hot chocolate twice a week at night. So that's my treat.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I feel has been the most difficult part.
Yeah. How do you like the book? We're reading The Infinite Game by Simon Sinek.
Yeah, I like it. Didn't really care for chapter 2. I felt like the guy repeated himself like literally 100 times.
Well, he's trying to get a point across.
Well, fuck, I get it. I'm not stupid.
Well,
like I understand. Like, relax,
I mean,
bro.
He's literally just telling you is that the chapter with the just cause?
No, that's
I forget. Is that the 3rd chapter?
Yeah.
I forget what the second was. Talking about, that's where he talked about, no, that is the just cause, isn't it?
Mm-mm.
Where he talks about Vavilov or whoever that died when he was like growing the plants.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, anyway, moving on. It's a good book if y'all want to read it, but it's more like business based, like business minded for like business owners and entrepreneurs. But it is a really good book.
It is a good book. I mean, basically, like, to the gist of it, you've got your people who think in the short term and they think about just winning, but they're not thinking about what that might do to their image, like, of their business model, you know? So to put it into perspective, like, could I gross more with our business? Yes, I could. I look at my numbers all the time and I'm like, oh, I could totally, like, make my profit margins larger. But when you're in business, you have to look at where you are in business at and who you're doing business with. And being Lavernia is a small town, it is a community of people. It's still relatively small. I feel like I know a lot of people in the town. Like, it is a lot larger than it used to be, obviously, whenever I graduated high school, and I feel like it's growing every year at a pretty rapid rate, to be honest. But it's still kind of got that small town feel to it. Everybody knows everybody, waves high going down the road, stuff like that. So I could definitely bump up my profit margins and be more profitable, but I would be hurting the community at that point. So that's not like my mission statement. That's not what I'm here to do. I mean, don't get it twisted. I definitely, I know what our worth is because I know the type of jobs we get. It's like, we're always the last in line to get shit. And it's always like, hey, I've been to 4 other places and they absolutely destroyed my shit. So now I need to pay you for real to fix it. But, like, I still don't want to screw anybody. That's not what I'm out to do.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of what Mr. Wholesec thinks.
But I think also more than that, it's about like being bigger than just your bit, like having a purpose other than
that's what I mean.
Like
I'm not just here
because
to,
just because you make money doesn't mean you're screwing people. But if you don't really have like a just cause, like part of the book says, like having a reason for why you're doing it and what you're trying to achieve that doesn't involve like metrics and like how it can benefit you.
Right.
How can it benefit employees? How can it benefit
Right.
the community? Like those types of things is what keeps a business going.
Yeah.
Like that's
what I mean. If I just focused on like the money aspect of it and I didn't think, what can I do to give back to the community? How can I better like explain to customers? Like, we switched to the DBI, which is digital. So now we can do videos and pictures. And I feel like that makes things more transparent and more easily understood, like to the customer, what's going on with their vehicle by pictures and by videos. So like, I want to educate the customer. I want them to understand what's happening with their vehicle. I don't want them to just get a piece of paper and it says, hey, your car's broke. It's going to be X amount of dollars to fix it. You want to do it or not?
Yeah.
Because that's just not the way I like to do things. So like, I've got a different view on how stuff should be done.
Yeah.
That's my just cause.
Well, and he used the example, like, for example, a well-known company, Garmin, like he used that example in the book that I thought was really good. Like Garmin made millions of dollars on like the GPS devices, but they were so focused on like that they didn't keep up with the evolution of technology. And so it is true, like he mentions in the book, they could have been the first ones to come out with a GPS app to use on your phone. But instead, they like missed that opportunity. And so now people rely on like Google Maps and Apple Maps. But they could have totally come out with like the first GPS app that would have been incredible. But they were so focused on selling their product and trying to convince people that their product was better than technology that was advancing.
Yeah.
And so they didn't evolve with the times, which I mean, they're still in business, but they could have been something so much bigger at this point. So
yeah, I mean, my favorite part has been something that, I mean, I always say this, like, you shouldn't have to come out and say, I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. Like, typically anybody who says like, oh, I'm the best, probably really isn't the fucking best. But if you just say like, hey, I don't think I will ever achieve perfection, but I will die trying, and I will get better and better and better every single day. Like, if you keep trying to get better until your very last breath, then like you probably will do very well in life. But if you just are complacent, or if you just have the mindset of like, you think you're the best, so you don't think you need to improve, you don't think you need to continue education, like, whatever, you're probably probably not going to go too far in business or personally.
Yeah.
So, which is exactly why we need to get a Porsche.
Which is why we need to take our vitamins.
No, we need
every
to get a
day.
Porsche Taycan GTS Sport Turismo because they're all electric EV sports cars, and I can start research and development on what I can do to modify it further.
Well, yes, I would just be very scared you would electrocute yourself.
No, I have formal training from my GM days.
Well, still.
With the Volt. Does anybody remember the Volt, the Chevy Volt? I used to have to go to hands-on training classes for GM.
I wonder why that didn't work. Like what they did wrong that their electric car did not take off.
The Volt?
Yeah, and then
it was a piece of garbage.
Well, so do you think like they rushed it out just to try to like?
Absolutely, yeah. No, GM rushed that to be the first to the EV market.
Yeah, and it was a fail.
Well, they actually weren't the first, but
they were trying to keep up.
For domestics,
yeah,
they were the first to market.
Yeah,
one of the front runners to the market, and it was garbage. It had a lot of problems.
Well, he does mention GM in the book that their path, I don't know if now they have like the same CEO, but he was talking about like their path.
They had to get bailed
out. And like how they got into that predicament of having to get bailed out. And had they not been bailed out, they probably would have gone like south further.
They would have got bought out. They wouldn't have went south. Somebody would have bought them out.
Yeah. But anyway, so that's the book that we're reading. And then our next book will be maybe one of Brandon's if he ever decides which book. Have you given any thought to that? What? Don't tell me it's Drake.
No, I have some books written by coaches.
Like who?
I've got a few.
So you haven't thought about it?
No, I have. I just haven't picked which one I want to do yet.
Okay. Well, then I'll have to read one of Brandon's, and then it'll be my turn again. And we will read The Four Agreements, which is one of my favorite books. I've read it.
It's a hippie book.
It's not a hippie book. He's woo woo, yes, but it's a very good book if you can absorb the information. One of the best of the Four Agreements is to not take things personally, which I think you have the hardest time between the two of us with. So
I don't take shit personally. I add it to the chip on my shoulder, and it fuels me. Okay. I love it.
I'm not going to get you started on that because you're going to annoy me.
I love it.
Anyway, so that's our 75 hard update. It's
a piece of cake.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but
I don't understand why people think it's this fucking big thing. I swear to God, if the 75 hard is the hardest thing, I've actually seen people say this is the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life.
We're 1 week in, so maybe we should talk shit about people when we have completed it and we can say it still wasn't hard.
The first week is literally the hardest.
I don't know. I feel like by day 30, like twice a day working out, like that's going to be hard.
That's the easiest part, I think, is the working out.
I was very upset this morning when I was working out. I was very tired.
I feel like that's been the easiest part, but in my opinion, it's way, way fucking easier than a lot of things that I've done in my life. So I think it's not that bad.
Yeah, I'm glad you think that. Hopefully you will continue to think that, and you will rub off on me.
Oh, I'll smash this thing.
I figured I screenshotted some listener comments that we've had in the past few episodes.
What we got?
Let's see. I'm pulling them up. There's not that many, but
did you listen to AJ's podcast this past week?
I have not, honestly. I'm sorry, AJ.
Wow.
I have
he got grilled by his wife on there.
Oh, he did? He has his wife on there?
I texted him and I said, yeah, how do you like it, pal? Is that fun?
Is she always on there or was she a guest?
This was a guest episode.
Oh, that's cute.
Where they talked about like him and how he came to be at his position at Ferrari and his family and his kids, and what he does on like a normal, what a day looks like for him. And
oh, we should do that. That's a good idea, AJ. We can do like a day, what a day looks like for us at some point. That'd be interesting.
Yeah,
I'll have to listen.
Yeah, it was a good one. It was a longer one. Like usually his are kind of like shorter. This one was, I think, like 32 minutes, something
cool.
like that. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll listen to it on my drive to work. I like couple podcasts.
Yeah, it was funny. You could tell like they're pretty funny together.
Yeah.
He got burned a few times.
I'm not that like witty to be able to burn Brandon on the spot most of the time, but
never catch me slipping, G.
I just get annoyed with him.
Yeah, she just yells.
Yeah.
She's like, "Can you not right now?" Like, y'all will probably remember a few podcasts back.
Well,
she got super annoyed.
AJ was on here. I didn't see this comment before. It was like from 2 episodes ago, but he did say love it. So thank you, AJ. What's his podcast called in case other people want to listen to it?
The Prancing Horse.
Okay. Prancing Horse.
I believe.
This is on our YouTube, so I don't know.
Let me look real quick.
While you're looking at that, Mark Arnold, thank you. He said Sabrina gives about the best lesson, maybe without realizing it. Be a finisher. Finish what you start. I wish I had better ethic when I was younger. Aren't those cups for Moscow Mules? Yes, they are for Moscow Mules. I made hot drinks in them because they were by the apple cider. But yes, you are correct. They are for our Moscow Mules. Prancing Horse Podcast. Okay. Well, people that don't watch on YouTube won't be able to see that, but
Prancing Horse Podcast on Spotify. I think he's on Apple, on all kinds of streaming platforms.
Yeah.
Their whatever setup they use is way more professional than ours. I do know that. His microphone setup sounds like he's on fucking television.
Well, I think he told you what microphones to buy.
Yeah, I don't know. Some fancy thing, probably from Ferrari. Lavalier something.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Brandon was getting mad at me whenever I decided we should do a podcast because he was like, well, we just need to figure out if anyone's going to listen before we order equipment. So I was like, no, I want to order equipment. That way our audio sounds good at least, or like somewhat decent. So I just ordered a bunch of shit on Amazon.
Well, because anytime I get something, she's like, what are you going to do with that?
I do not.
So she gets, like she just said, she gets on these kicks and then she drops them. So like,
I don't even know what half of the things are that you get because they're all car related, and you like hide them from me.
I don't hide them.
Now you have a shop, so you can just have packages delivered there. So I don't even know all the things that you've gotten. Why are you doing that?
Because.
Don't.
The people who know.
No, they don't. Nobody knows. I don't know. Nobody knows.
Well, the car guys that own their own business, they know.
Yeah, well. Anyway. Then I had a very nice message that said, you are seriously goals in every way, career, home, self-care, body goals, everything, which I don't know what you're talking about, body goals. Thank you very much. I really appreciate that, but I am definitely not that or any of the other things, but that did make my day. And yeah, I am very appreciative of all the nice comments.
What, nothing for me?
No, I didn't find any for you.
Nobody cares about me, huh? Nobody's like, hey, sick-ass blender shades. Sick-ass Red Bull Racing blender shades, bruh.
Well, sorry. Maybe someone should comment about them, and then I'll read it on the podcast to make you feel better. I did get a question, though, about, I think it was on TikTok, about love languages.
Yeah.
Do you know what your love language is?
Yep.
What is it?
Gifts.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's it. Remember, we took the little test.
Oh yeah, I was just asking for our listeners.
Oh,
but,
yeah. I thought you thought I didn't know. No, I know.
No, yeah, I know what your love
Oh,
language
yeah.
is. I don't really buy you a lot of things.
It's okay. I buy them myself.
Yeah,
Our bank account is linked.
I would say
So
you're.
this is Sugar Mama. I
would-
come home, I sit on her lap, and I say, "Yes, ma'am."
Yeah, he does. Y'all can tell too, I'm sure, who the boss is
Yeah.
in the
Well,
home.
You know, gotta get that McLaren somehow. It ain't gonna be off my salary, regardless of what Mr. Wholesale has to
Stop.
fucking say about it. Somebody's gotta buy me one, and it can't be me.
If you missed that, go back an episode.
Go back an episode, you'll get filled in.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like your second love language. Well, maybe I'm just reading and like trying to convince myself this is it because I feel like I try to do a lot of acts of service for you, but I feel like that would be like your second one. Or is that just what I've made up in my mind? Like your second one, like if I don't buy you gifts, what else would you prefer? I'm just
I've never really thought about it.
like, okay, so if gifts is off the table and it's
No,
gifts,
I'll just buy the gifts. by
acts of
myself.
service, physical touch. What is the other one? Words of affirmation.
Typically, what I do is I buy something and then ask for forgiveness later, or I will tell her how it's going to benefit us, and then she's usually all right with it.
Yeah. Oh, words of affirmation, quality time, gift giving, acts of service, or physical touch. Do you know what mine is? Do you remember?
Yeah, physical touch.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, physical touch was yours.
I don't
That's
think
what you
that was
tested.
mine.
Yeah, it was. And I was like, how? How is that yours? How is that possible? And you were like, because it doesn't have to be sexually. You misogynistic pig.
Shut up. I've never said those
I
words.
was like, what?
Literally, I've never said that to you. No, I think it was
You could
wrong.
just hold my hand.
No, because I don't really like that anymore.
Yeah,
Like,
no, I know.
I think
I
it was
know.
wrong. I thought about it, and I think that mine is words of affirmation. Like, if you tell me that I'm being a great wife or like that you love me, that'll go a long way.
Well, now, when she took the test, it was physical touch, and I was like, how
That was.
is that possible?
I don't think I took
Like,
it right. We did.
I'm smacking that thing in the kitchen, and she's like, get off me, scum.
Okay, well, first of all, just so every man is aware, because I know we have a lot of men that listen, you don't show your wife affection by smacking her ass. That's not going to do it for her.
Oh, well. Physical touch. That's what it said.
No, she's in the kitchen making you dinner or washing dishes or whatever, you know what you do for her? You go in there, you rub her back, and then you say, honey, I got the dishes. Why don't you go relax?
Oh, pal.
Why don't you go put your feet up for once because you do so much for us, and I will get the dishes for you. Or I will feed the children or whatever it is. That's what you do. You don't go in there.
You get a nightly massage and get tucked in like a little baby child.
You know what he does?
So I don't want to hear it.
You know what he does with the massage? And the people, our friends that we went to Montana with, are witnesses. This is what he does with the massage if you're watching on YouTube.
No.
He takes one hand. If you're not watching, you're listening. He takes his hand and he puts it on my shoulder, like my neck, and he just squeezes, but like he's watching TV, so he's not really paying attention to the massage. He's not like putting effort into the massage.
No, He's
literally like squeezing one part of my body for like minutes on end, and eventually I have to be like, ow, that hurts, because you've literally been squeezing that part of my body for 10 minutes.
No. First off, she doesn't even make it 10 minutes. She falls asleep in 5.
Not every time, because you don't do it right.
No. No, I get told if I'm not doing it right within like minute 2 if she's not pleased with it.
Well, if you would just pay attention to the massage and put effort into it, it would be nice.
I do.
Maybe tonight you will.
No, I do. So you're blessed.
Anyway, I think...
# blessed.
So we took the actual test when we were doing our premarital counseling through CBC, the church in San Antonio. And so I don't know what the hell I was doing back then. I was a totally different person.
Well, that's
I
true.
feel like, yeah. But now
She was a lot nicer back in those days.
After I've reassessed, I feel like words of affirmation because I think about like not just in our relationship, but like with my friends or like, not really my family because I don't, yeah. But like my relationship, like my friends or like you, like I always want to just be told that I'm doing good,
Oh yeah. I feel like I do that.
But I don't know.
All the time.
I don't know. I really don't know what my love language is, honestly. I guess I need to take the test.
Again?
Yeah, because like I also don't really care. Like, I don't know. Maybe we've been together for so long that, well, I enjoy when you tell me like that you love me and stuff. And I enjoy the massages. But I mean, we don't really get quality time.
Yeah, because I'm working 56-hour days.
And if
when I get home, she's like, massage now, boy.
No. When he gets home, so we only have one day together and it's usually Sundays because every other day he's like working. And so if he's off on a Sunday, he wants to rush because he's not a homebody like we talked about on last podcast. He wants to rush out. He wants to go do things all day long after like, it's fucking Sunday. Like I have work tomorrow. I have to mentally prepare.
And I don't?
I have to relax. I have to be away from people. I don't want to talk to people. I don't want to go to malls. I hate malls. I literally hate it with a passion. I hate shopping in person. I hate being out. I'll go, like, I enjoy a good Target run or something, but I have to go to one place and then I have to be done.
No,
like
she hates going with me is the problem.
No.
If her little girlfriends want to get together and have a girly date on Saturday,
no,
they're cruising around.
That's not true. It's because I don't get to, it wouldn't be a problem if it wasn't like every Sunday you wanted to go out. Every Sunday you want to go out. That'd be like if I went with my friends every Saturday out, I would not want to go. It's like once in a blue moon, I'll go on a shopping extravaganza with my friends and it's fun, but it's because it doesn't happen all the time. It's like once every 6 months or once a freaking year, I go with my friends shopping for a day. But like you want to go every single Sunday. You want to go somewhere every Sunday.
Yeah.
I just want to stay at home.
Well, I don't have any other time to do it. So Sunday's got to be it.
I just want to stay at home, mentally prepare.
I told you this past Sunday. I said, you want to stay here? I can go by myself.
No, because I want to.
No, I'll go. We have fun together.
We do have fun together, but I want to spend time with you.
Well,
so I go.
Then,
but I would like to take a Sunday maybe to relax.
Yeah, that is relaxing. For me, you have the Saturday to relax.
Can you change the day off? Can you work Sundays and take off Saturdays? I don't like to go out Sundays because then Monday I have to go to work.
No.
If we go out Saturday.
That doesn't even make any sense, man.
Yes, it does.
No.
If
Brian
we go out.
does the same shit. But he's a man, so I just want to hammer fist him in his face when he
If we go out Saturdays, I will enjoy it with my whole soul.
I swear, y'all don't understand how the week works. Like, y'all don't get
No,
it.
we do. That's why we do it that way. If we go out Saturdays.
Sunday is the day off before you go back to work.
Exactly. I don't want to do anything.
We're not going out on Sundays like clubbing.
No, I know, but
We're
I
home
don't.
By 4 o'clock. 5
That's
o'clock.
late. I want to be.
That's late.
I would rather, like, if we are going somewhere, I want to be home by 1 p.m. on a Sunday at the very latest. Like, 1 p.m. would be ideal.
I'll take that into consideration.
But if you can switch your days off and maybe work Sunday and have off Saturdays, just start your week on Sundays and then have off Saturdays, I will gladly go out with you. Please tell me if you agree with me about this. Like, I don't want to go out on Sundays at all. I want to stay home. And it's not like I lay around all day. I do things. I clean up. I get prepared with the snacks and the lunches and the coffees, and I go to the grocery store Sunday. But like,
yeah, the grocery store is super fun for me.
yeah, but I don't want to go out. I don't want to do it. It's too much mental energy for me.
It's really tough to leave your home
I get
nowadays.
really, this is not a joke.
I see why this 75 hard whooping your ass, boy.
No, I don't. It's too much mental stimulation. Like, I don't think you understand how my brain works.
I don't. I really don't get it.
Like, I get very agitated.
No, I know. You take it out on me. I just don't get it, though.
Yeah. Well, you don't understand. You don't have to, like I said today I was having a conversation with the guys at work. I said, you don't have to understand. I mean, you don't have to agree. You just have to understand.
Okay.
That's you don't have to agree with what I'm saying or what another person is saying. You just have to understand that I have my point of view, or
that's fair.
My brain operates differently.
Yeah, I'll say that's fair.
Thank you. Anyway, I'm sure we'll be out next Sunday doing things. I don't know what you have planned now.
I mean, it's only like a few months a year that this occurs, because for the rest of the year, Formula One is on. So when Formula One is on, then yeah, I stay home on Sunday.
No, you don't. You just get up at 6 a.m. and watch Formula One, and then by 10 a.m. that's over, and so you're ready to go.
Yeah. But I stayed home for that portion of the day.
I have a headache just like listening to you talk about this. I don't know. Back to the headache thing. I've had a headache.
Yeah.
And then today I was talking to the guys at work in my office. So I was like on my side and the two of them were on the other side. And I got so dizzy. Like, it wasn't like, oh, I'm a little bit dizzy. Like, my leg got like, I literally did like a little move because I lost my balance in my chair. And they were like, what the hell is wrong with you? I was like, I just got so dizzy, like just randomly. I thought I was going to pass out. I don't know what is going on.
Well, that could be due to the LASIK.
No, it's not the LASIK. It's not the eyes.
You did have the LASIK. You had your eyeball cut open. Your corneal flap was peeled back.
It's not.
And they fished around in there like the game of Operation the man did.
Brandon did get to watch it. I don't remember. Have we podcasted since I had that?
No, you have not spoke about that one.
Oh, I haven't told y'all about my LASIK. Well, Brandon got to watch it, but I don't think it's from the LASIK. Like,
it was gross.
Brandon thinks if you have an eyeball problem, then other problems are because of the eyeball. Like Monty, our dog who has seizures, he had an ulcer in his eye because he scratched his eye messing around. So then it got so bad that he had an ulcer. So he was having to get eye drops. But like then after that, he started having seizures. But so today, so then he's like, it was the ulcer in the eye that's causing the seizures. So today I text him, I'm like, oh my God, I just got so dizzy. Like I have not experienced that extent of dizziness before, ever. Honestly, it's a good thing I wasn't standing because I would have fell. Like that's how dizzy I was. And he's like, well, it's from the LASIK.
Could be.
It's not from the LASIK.
Connects right to your brain, your eyeballs.
I don't know. Not the front part. I don't know. It's not the LASIK.
I mean, it could be.
But Brandon did get to watch the LASIK occur. And
I did. I was there for support.
I don't know if any of y'all have had LASIK or wear glasses and want to get LASIK. Was it worth it? Yes. It's like miraculous. I can literally just see. I can see everything. And then I went the next day for them to test my vision, and I was 20/15. That's better than 20/20, by the way. 20/15 vision. and I can see everything. You just wake up after your nap. So you're supposed to like come home, take a nap after LASIK, and then you wake up and you see. It's just a miracle.
Yeah. She almost OD'd on Advil PMs
Well,
because
okay.
she was like sobbing on the way home, and she was like, "Pull over, fucking idiot." I was like trying to be nice.
I don't know why you the things that you say that I say are not correct.
It's just like it's not what she says, it's just in the manner of how she said it.
My head is like really pounding right here on the very top of my head. If y'all know like what headaches are at the top, like on the very top of your head, like where are those from? Because like you got like the
They're gonna say,
sinuses.
"It's from Brandon's smart mouth." Somebody will say that, one of your friends.
Anyway, LASIK, I would say is definitely worth it, but they keep all the little details of what they do to you in that 5-10 minute stint of time very under wraps until you're about to get it done. Like they don't prep you for all of the stuff that happens.
Yeah, they came in, they were like, yeah, so basically what's gonna happen is you're gonna go in there and you're gonna have to like, we've got a little mechanism that like, helps keep your eye open, and we've got some stuff. We're gonna numb you up. It's gonna be real, maybe, I don't know, 6 seconds per eye. It's really not a big deal.
Well, to be fair, okay, so not the appointment you came to me with, but the post or the pre-op appointment, they told me it was like 45 seconds an eye, which is not the case. Unless it was like the longest 45 seconds. But you were there. It did not take 2 minutes.
I filmed it. I got like 5 minutes of footage on my phone where like they peeled her eyes open with like the jaws of life.
Yeah, because they had my eyeball projected onto a screen that Brandon could watch. So he was watching the screen. So I told him to film it. So he has a bunch of videos, but they don't tell you like, so they told me 45 seconds an eye, like pre-op. And then my appointment, when I go in, Brandon's with me. We're like ready to do it. They give me Valium, which doesn't work for me. I guess because I've taken Xanax before. I don't know. I didn't feel any of the Valium at all. But they are prepping me. Like he's telling me what he's going to do. He's like, yeah, this little mechanism will hold your eyeball open. It might feel a little uncomfortable, but you just got to breathe through it. And then we're going to suction your eyeball. It's going to last about 20 seconds. We'll count it down for you. That way you know, it doesn't last forever, but that's probably the hardest part. And then we're going to cut a slit in your eyeball after that. And so he's walking me through all this, and I'm like getting scared because he did not tell me any of these details before. And I will tell you, the suction thing on the eyeball was the worst part. Well, after like they open up your eyeball with the little mechanism and then you realize you cannot blink at all. That was also weird. But they suction your eyeball, like I guess up to the surface. That way it's easier for them to like cut a slit in your eye. But that's when like the screen went black when you were watching. Yeah, it was not fun. And after, I think, so then he's like, before he did the procedure, he's like, well, some people experience, some redness and sensitivity after, but a lot of people say it's not that bad. And I guess I should have expected it to be bad because I have sensitive eyes, but it was bad. Like they hurt so bad after, like almost immediately.
Oh, yeah. She was immediately like in so much pain. She was like bawling, basically.
I did not cry, but I wanted to.
She was like having a breathing attack. She was like freaking out, sweating.
I was sweating. It hurt.
It's fucking cold outside today.
On the way home, I was like sweating, and stupid me didn't take. I don't know why I didn't take ibuprofen with me, or I didn't even take any before the procedure to like help. I guess because they told me it wouldn't be that bad. And so I'm like, oh, it'll be fine. And so I didn't take any ibuprofen along for the ride. I didn't have any with me. So then I had to make Brandon stop on the way home I was just trying to like suck it up, but it's like a 45-minute drive home, and it was terrible. He even mentioned it, like he looked at my eyes after, and then he brought me out to Brandon, who was like behind this glass wall, and he was like, "Yeah, you might want to get some ibuprofen because your eyes are already red." And I was like, "Oh, thank you." Like,
Yeah, she had like a white ring in her eyes. She had to wear these like Akeem Olajuwon like face shields basically for like 7 days. Whenever she slept, it was awesome. I have all the pictures, so if she keeps talking trash about me on this podcast,
I'm not talking
I'll
trash.
post them. I'll blast them all over the internet.
You take very good care of me, honey.
You take very good care of me, except when you give massages. That sucks.
That's true.
But I still demand them every night, and I fall asleep with them. All right, hey, let's wrap it up, pal, because I've got a sauna to get to and some classical music. I've got to have a out-of-body experience.
He will turn into Jesus, our Savior.
Perhaps.
He's going to start a cult like Mother God.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
All right, well, we will talk to y'all next time. Also, by the way, if y'all want to email us questions too, I know you can easily comment, but if you have like a longer question or like a situation that you would want our advice, which I'm not saying we're qualified to give the advice, but it is called Someone Called BS, which I realize like some people don't understand the name. Like I was telling my friend, I was explaining the name to her the other day, and she was like, someone called BS, like someone called bullshit. And I was like, well, yeah, that's like a word play. Like we're going to call some bullshit, or maybe y'all will call some bullshit on us because we don't really know what we're talking about. But it's also like Brandon and Sabrina. It's like someone call Brandon and Sabrina. So, not that we're really great at life, but if you want any advice on anything, you can always email us. Our email is info@someonecallbs.com.
Or if Blenders needs to get a hold of me because they would like to give me my very own discount code for Blenders,
you can also email us at info@someonecallbs.com. Oh, he's posing now. All right, we gotta go.
All right, bye guys.
Thanks for tuning in with us. Please like, comment, and subscribe with us on YouTube, and listen to us on Spotify and wherever else you stream podcasts. Email us for topics and conversations that you'd like to hear next at info@someonecallbs.com.